Good evening, Dr. Muniba.
Hi.
Hi, good evening, AD Raja. DA team, we will just start in a few minutes.
Thank you.
Good evening and a warm welcome to all Toastmasters and guests to this debate education session on the art of debating organized by Division A, District 127. I'm Sunita Mascarenas, your Sergeant at Arms for this enlightening session. I would like to begin by stating the mission of a Toastmasters Club. I request all of you to keep your right hand on your chest and say it in your mind. We provide a
We
supportive
provide a
and
supportive
positive
and
learning
positive
experience
learning
in which
experience in
members
which
are
mem-
empowered to
members are empowered
develop
to develop
communication and
communication
leadership skills,
and leadership
resulting
skills,
in
resulting
greater
in
self confidence
greater
and
self-confidence
personal growth.
and personal growth.
Some golden rules to be respected during an online session. All attendees must mute their audio at all times unless instructed otherwise by the host. Do not share your screen unless asked by the host. If you do so, you will be removed from the meeting. The chat function will be open to post your questions and comments. I wish you all an engaging and enlightening session. Now, I will hand over to the Division A Director for his opening address. Toastmaster Kaushik Chowdhury, food FMCG professional, works as head manufacturing at Camelicious Camel Milk Company, staying in Dubai for 9 years with family, 6 years with Toastmasters, past president, Wings of Magic Toastmasters Club, served as coach for Rendezvous Toastmasters Club, immediate past Area 3 director. Let's welcome Division A Director, Toastmaster Kaushik Chowdhury. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Sonita. Very elaborated introduction. Good evening, all fellow Toastmasters and all the dignitaries. I could see many dignitaries of district joined the session. I welcome you all. Our past district director Nelson, DTM Nelson, past PQD DTM Sujil, current PQD Dr. Muniba, my fellow area directors and other members. It's of course a privilege to welcome you all to this exciting training session of debate. Debate is a skill that sharpens your critical thinking, enhances your ability to articulate ideas, and builds confidence in presenting diverse perspectives. Debates are more than just arguments. They are about understanding issues deeply, listening actively, and persuading thoughtfully. Whether you are on stage, at work, or in life, the ability to debate effectively can set you apart. Today, we have the opportunity to learn, practice, and refine this essential skill under expert guidance. Who could be the best deliverer of this session than a participant, a moderator, a judge, and a witness of n number of debate sessions than our past district director, DTM Nelson. Let's embrace this session as a chance to push our boundaries, grow as communicators, and enjoy the process of intellectual engagement. Thank you again for being here, and let's dive into the art of debating. Any of your questions, please put in the chat box, and Nelson will be taking this in question answer session. Please join hands with a big round of applause for DTM Nelson, our past district director and today's presenter. DTM Nelson, over to you.
Thank you. Debate has already begun.
Prasad, can you mute everyone, please? Unmute the presenter, not everyone.
Prasad, kindly make me the host also, okay? Respected Division Director Kaushik, uh, Program Quality Director Dr. Muniba, our past Program Quality Director Sujil, respected area leaders, district officers, and all the members in the house. A warm good evening to one and all. Debating is very an interesting topic, and especially in our district, it gains momentum during November, December, and I guess this year is nothing different. Let me take you back to 2014. It was a year when we were, it was in 2013, around August, September, the then division director announced that Division J would be hosting the inter-club debate competition. Now, I was a member in uh, dual clubs, and UAE Advanced Toastmasters then requested we have form a team. Now, my home club, many of you would know that is Star of Arabia Toastmasters, and the vacancies were fully booked. We had fantastic debaters, and in UAE Advanced, they told Nelson, come before, let's just join, form a team, and participate. Friends, it was a fantastic experience because that year 24 teams, incredible team, fierce competition participated in the inter-club Division J competition. The experience was nothing short but transformative. I still remember the feeling which I had then, and the question was, did I take the right decision? Did I really want to be a debater? Because my partners in the team were distinguished Toastmaster KL Nagarajan and distinguished Toastmaster Preeti Bhagwat, highly experienced. And for me as a novice, I was asking myself, did I do justice? But as the debates unfolded, as the preparation became intense, I realized something extraordinary. Debating wasn't about just presenting arguments or ideas, it was about teamwork. Yes, it was about teamwork. It was working together. It was about playing to each other's strengths and lifting each other when it mattered the most. End of the contest, we were immensely happy because we were transformed individuals. But our synergy as a team was brought us the first runner-up position. But for me, someone who never thought that you would participate, it was nothing short of a miracle because I learned something different, and it's one of the most memorable experience which I have gained in my Toastmaster journey. The first runner-up cup, but the experience to work with Nagarajan and Preeti Bhagwat is something I really keep very close to my heart, and it has solidified my interest and love for debating. Let's fast forward. Today, I have reached a position where I have not only been part of the debate team, but I have served as a judge, more often as the chief judge in many division and district contests. But here's what I have learned along the way, and I want to share with every one of you. Debating is a balance. It's about a balance between logic and emotion. It is about preparation and spontaneity. You challenge your opponent, but understand their perspectives, but with respect. And this is something, a very, very dear lesson, which is very close to my heart. I repeat again, you challenge your opponent, but with respect, understanding their perspectives. And today, in this Division A, uh, education session, I want to tell everyone present here, debate is an opportunity to explore your potential. It's not only about contest. We may have a Division A champion when the contest is done, but every debater there will tell you something that they have learned, they have transformed into something new. It's about convincing your opponent, the judges, and most importantly, it is standing on one particular point. It's taking a firm stand. And this helps you not only for winning your Division A contest, but it is a lesson which helps you in different aspects of our day-to-day life. If you're in a team in the office, maybe you are with your client, maybe even with your if you're navigating through family disagreements, the skills which you will hone as a debater will always be invaluable. And this is something I share by my experience because it is the skill which help you in everyday life. So today I will take you through a presentation. Let's all dwell together in this art. I encourage you all to listen to it because this is the format Division A will be using in their forthcoming contest. We will take up questions and I will invite our division director Kaushik to join me in the panel. He will address mostly about the rounds, if any questions, or Toastmaster Prasad, but I will take on debating. So we are all here to learn and grow. So let's learn together and let's express yourself into this education session. To begin with, just a second. Toastmaster Prasad, can you confirm you can see my presentation? Yeah, thank you. So if anybody would like to answer this question, it would be great. What is a debate?
Exchange of arguments between two individuals to prove a point either in favor or against that particular subject topic.
Very good, Umer. I wish I could see you. You don't want to see me, but I want to see you. Yes, that's better. Thank you, because at least I know we are talking to each other. Yes, absolutely fine. Debate is a formal contest of argumentation between two teams or individuals. Now, what are the benefits of debating? Before I get into the rules and regulations of Division A debate, let us explore what are the benefits of debating. And the first most formal one is you make a quick response. Now, initially, the first round, you will get the topic well in advance, right? But as you progress in the semi-finals, you may have perhaps 20 minutes. But when you get to the finals, you have only 10 minutes. That's what we had got in the ICDC Division J. And this is where you will really come up. It's a more modified version of table topics because you need to come up with a quick response. You have to work with your team, and it trains, debating trains your brain to think quickly. Okay, so first benefit, make a quick response. Now, most important, and where the second point comes into practice, is you present consistent and logical arguments. And what I mean by this, now when you present an argument, the key is only one word, and that is clarity. You have to be clear, you have to precise, and you have to impress the judges and your opponents. It's like building a house. Your arguments are the foundation, and the logic is the cement that holds together. Imagine, I still remember a colleague of mine in the old company where I was working. We had a staff, she was always complaining that, I'm not getting promotion, the boss is not appreciating my efforts. So then we had a team meeting, just friends and all, and we told her, you express to the boss how beneficial you are, what are the contributions you are making to the team, how the revenue has increased, what have you achieved by training and courses, and how you have added value with the team based on a facts, based on the statistics. She went to the boss listened, and after 6 months she was promoted. So it's the manner, it's the clarity you propose, you present your consistent and logical arguments. I tell you something, if you understand this, it debating will help you to present your ideas, which will be very hard to refute. And I will explain to you in my other slides what exactly you need to do. Now, helps you to make a clear presentation of your views. This is, you know, there are chances when you have received a topic, you may beat around the bush. You may go in circles and come back, and maximum you have only 3 minutes or 2 minutes to present your views. So be very clear, make a crisp presentation, and then you show the audience the power of clarity. Because what does debating do? It helps you to slow down. It helps you to organize your ideas and say what you mean clearly. So this is the third benefit. It helps you to slow down. It helps you to make a clear presentation of, are you against the topic? Are you for the topic? Can anybody share with me how does research help debating? Anybody? You can just unmute, I think, Prasad. If anybody wants to talk, just help them.
Yeah,
Or you can
research
chat.
really helps. Good evening, everyone. So research helps in terms of the opening speaker has to give the introduction or the subject matter. So the research really helps for the opening speaker. That is my understanding.
Correct. Anybody would like to add to that?
This add credential to what you are saying, because with the research, you have some research papers to quote, so which will help you to make a solid base for your argument.
Perfect. AD Paramjit, thank you so much. Thank you, AD Raja. You are absolutely right.
Evidence.
Yes, anybody? Please go ahead.
It provide evidence.
It provides evidence. Exactly.
Evidence to your claim.
Thank you, AD Amira. I agree with all three of you.
Research,
Uh,
I think, also helps to prepare for rebuttal, because you can kind of predict, or you can think that, what the other opening speaker might present, and you can prepare for rebuttal accordingly.
Exactly. So research on a particular topic helps immensely. For example, I will just say, if you are talking about impact on technology, okay, and come across a data which will read something like this: AI is transforming industries nearly. AI is expected to contribute to the GDP $15.7 trillion by 2030. Now, this is a statement, okay? Artificial intelligence is expected to contribute to nearly $15.7 trillion to the global economy by 2030. Now, this report was presented by PricewaterhouseCoopers, titled Sizing the Price. This is an article. You have given the source, and you present it during the debate. But have you ever wondered about something else? This knowledge which you have got will always remain with you lifelong. It is not only for the 3 minutes which you have presented. That is the beauty of debating. When you intensely do this research, you go dig deep into facts, the knowledge which you get on topics which you are not even thought about, it will remain with you lifelong. So debating and researching enhances your knowledge. Do you agree? Yep. Good. And the last one, the most important, I give utmost importance to this particular point: you become a focused listener. Because if you don't listen to your opponent, what are you going to debate? Simple, right? If you cannot understand what the opponent has said, There is absolutely no point. You won't win the debate. You need, as a rebuttal speaker, you need to listen. As an opening speaker, you need to listen. As a closing speaker, because as I told you, debating is teamwork. So these are my 5 benefits, which I believe is the key. And if you agree to this, we'll move on. Just give me a thumbs up. Agree? Okay. Now, this is very, very important, and it's in all the district. Let us say we have topics here, teams. Now, we have 3 members in one team. We have for the topic, we have team B, which is against the topic. We have 3 speakers. First speaker is very simple, the opening speaker. The second speaker is known as the rebuttal speaker, and the third one is the closing speaker. And in between we have the debate moderator, which will be assigned by the division, the core team, who is going to organize the debate. Now I request you all to have a close look at the speaking order. Now I mentioned to you, team A is going to speak for the topic and team B is against the topic. The speaking order is as follows. Please pay close attention to this. Speaker 1 opens the debate. They will take a stand why they are for the topic. Team B, opening speaker, will go against the topic. Then we have the third speaker will be the rebuttal speaker of the team who's against the topic. It will not go to speaker number, the rebuttal speaker of the team for A. Understand this. The fourth speaker will be the rebuttal speaker, which is the second speaker for the team who speaks for the topic. And the fifth speaker will be the closing speaker of team against. And the last, the debate will close with the team A, which is for the topic. Okay, so we have the speaking order as follows. Speaker 1, opening, speaker for, speaker 2, opening, that is against the topic. Then we have the rebuttal of against the topic. We have the rebuttal from team A. We have the closing speaker from team B, and we have the closing speaker from team A to end the topic. Now, likewise, the timings for the opening and the rebuttal speakers of both the teams are 3 minutes each, and 2 minutes for the closing speaker. I would like to ask someone, why speaker number 3 is the third speaker?
Because he gets comfortable time.
Comfortable time, I didn't understand. Comfortable time in the sense?
Time in the sense, like, once the speaker one speaks for 3 minutes, then the second is the speaker 2 speaks for opening, then the speaker 3 gets a comfortable time to take notes and all that, and then he gets for the betting.
Yeah, you're absolutely spot on, but it's not the comfortable time, AD Raja. It is 6 minutes. Because if you see, the speaker 1 will use the 3 minutes, and speaker 3 will start taking notes to rebut his points, right? So he gets 3 minutes from this speaker, 3 minutes he listens, 3 minutes, 6 minutes, then he comes. Whereas if he go in this sequence, 1, then he goes back here, he gets only 3 minutes for preparation. That's exactly why the preparation time is 6 minutes for all the speakers here. So that is the reason why we have the speaker 3 is the rebuttal speaker of team B, who is against the topic. So likewise, speaker 4 will be the rebuttal speaker of team A, which is for the topic. He also or she may get 6 minutes. Likewise, we just move on to rebuttal speaker 5 and closing. We have team A. So this is the speaking order and this is the timing. So just to recap, we have 3 minutes, 3 minutes for the opening and speaking rebuttal speakers, but for the closing speakers, we have only 2 minutes. Now the secret here is preparation is the key to success. And why I say this, it's because debate in our district is teamwork. Three members of a team join together and they prepare on a topic. So definitely preparation is the key. Let's take chance for the opening speaker. Now, how many minutes are there for the opening speaker? Somebody?
3 minutes.
Absolutely, 3 minutes. Okay. Now, by experience, I would just want to share with you, ask you all, if you are an opening speaker, for example, how many, and you are given a topic for debating, how many examples would you use for 3 minutes? In 3 minutes?
Two, I think two.
Maximum of 2.
Two, okay. Three,
Or statistic
yes.
data of 3.
Three, yeah. Ideally, I would say you start with stating your team's position of the subjects. So why exactly you start with your team's position on the topic? In the sense, like, for example, women bosses are better than men bosses. That's the topic debate given to you. When you state your position, number one, what happens is you tell the judges, yes, we as a team stand for the topic, or you stand against the topic, which gives clarity to the judges. So the thought process for the judges is very, very clear. Okay, team A, they are for the topic. Second, you are given only 3 minutes. Restrict your argument to 3 or 4 key points only. Maximum 30 to 35 seconds is all you will get. 3 or 4 key points only. Too many examples will really dilute your presentation. Why I'm saying this, because if you are going to give lot of examples and this, you will need to give a source. If you give something statistics and if you are not giving the source, the rebuttal speaker will come and nullify your argument. From where did you get this? I am not aware of it. You could get from Google. So, and judges will buy that argument. If you give 3 to 4 key points and you stand and you convince the audience and the judges, you stand to win for the opening speaker. And my experience has debater or also more often like a judge and a chief judge, I can only tell you one thing. There is one example which you cannot rebut. What is that? In any opening speech. Any guesses? It's personal examples. If you get a topic and if you want to, really stand on your opening stand, try to use maximum personal example, because these examples are your only. The rebuttal speaker of the opposition team will find it very difficult to rebut. So one secret for the opening speaker is try to get personal examples. And if you get statistics, for example, in any speech, try to give the source. Very, very, very important. Where you got that statistics from, which year it was, which publication, whatever it is, give authenticity to that. That will carry a lot of points on the judge's ballot. You give personal examples and facts. And at the end, even as the opening speaker, remember, dear members here in this house, a 3 minute speech is a mini speech. You need an opening, you need a body, and you need to come back and tell, yes, dear members of the house and fellow judges, I stand on this topic that women bosses are better than men bosses. That is what, and back to the moderator. This is something, and preparation is the key for this, because I really tell, normally 3 minutes is allocated, 10 seconds are given grace times, and after 10 seconds you are muted. Or if you are in person event, the audience will start clapping and judges are told not to listen to that about 3 minutes. So try to be prepare well and fit within your time, because that's where you will score maximum points. Rebuttal speaker is the second speaker from the opposition team, which I just is a form of evidence to contradict or nullify the other evidence that is being presented by an opposing party. Now, can someone tell me how would a rebuttal speaker prepare his or her argument? Anybody? How would a rebuttal speaker prepare his or her 3 minute speech as the opening speaker or as the rebuttal speaker?
Rebuttal speaker also can plan better through research, and so he can prepare well. He or she can prepare well.
How you or she would prepare? That's my question.
See, rebuttal.
Sorry, please go ahead.
Yeah, rebuttal speaker should actually should listen to the opening speaker for or against the topic, and he has to have a clear clear idea about what they have to rebut based on the topic which they stand for.
Rebuttal speaker has to prepare for the opposing team also. Like they have to do, if they are against the motion, they have to prepare for the motion also, to predict the points that the opposing team can present so that they can counter those points.
Thank you, Dr. Ritu. Thank you, Toastmaster Shalini. It's absolutely right. Now, first and foremost, in a team, okay, the opening speaker and the closing speaker are always united. They already, you won't get much time if you reach the semi-final, the final. So they work as a team, and the opening speaker script and the closing speaker script would be almost 75% united. It will be almost the same. But a rebuttal speaker must be aloof. And what I mean to that, when he or she prepares, she should think as the opening speaker of the opposite team. And that's what Dr. Ritu just mentioned. It's you think, what could, if I were the opening speaker, what are the points I would tell, and immediately start, okay, if this is not there, I would rebut like that. So the rebuttal speaker has to prepare thinking I'm the opening speaker of the opposition team. Very simple. Okay, and it's more on luck, it's more on the topic, and more on the presenter, that he, she, whoever is the opening speaker will give enough points to rebut every point. You take notes, very important. Take notes of every point presented, and then you start thinking what he or she said, the opening speaker, and then how you can rebut and nullify the argument. It's all about nullifying and respecting the opponent. So you have to listen well, you have to be a good communicator, you have to open and close with a bang. And most rebuttal speakers, the champions, they smile a lot when they are there. Very jokingly, they will nullify the arguments, and they will make the opening speaker and the opposition team so uncomfortable with their smiles and one-liners, that the people may not know whether to laugh or whether feel a little uncomfortable. So smiling assassin is something a rebuttal speaker should have. It is not essential, but normally the judges too like, because it's all about the rebuttal speaker in a debate, because he or she makes or breaks the debate. And most importantly, appropriate gestures. And this I said in my opening speech. What does debate teach you? It helps you to challenge the argument, but it helps to give different perspectives. Sometimes, by my experience, I can tell you all, gestures are very important. I have seen when they stand against the two teams on stage, when they sit each other, hand gestures, the finger pointing, there is everything can come out, because you just get involved in the debate. So please control yourself. Gestures are good, but let it be appropriate and should be more pleasing to the audience and also your opponent. Respect your opponents. It's very important. Third, the closing speaker. Same, a 2 minute speech, a very challenging role. The points are same. Even for 2 minutes, it's very important that closing speaker will have an opening, a small body, and an emphatic close. Now, opening, we stand for the this position that women bosses are better than men bosses. But how do you summarize the points? So you already know your opening speaker has already given 3 or 4 points. So you take maximum 2 points from your opening speaker's script. You already have your opening speaker seated next to you. Take the script, write 2 points, because that's all you are going to get. Take 1 point or maximum 2 points from your rebuttal speaker script, and you make your mini speech ready. That's it. So what you really need to work on is the rebuttal speaker. You listen attentively. That's why I emphasize benefit. Be a very good listener. As a closing speaker, you have to listen to your rebuttal speaker, how he's nullifying. So whatever, where you get the maximum laughter, humor in the audience, you know, yes, he or she has nullified the argument. Take that strength and put it in your closing speech. So you can just start, we stand as a team. Definitely we stand on the topic, women bosses are better than the male bosses. For example, my opening speaker started with an emphatic opening where he presented point number A and point number B. My rebuttal speaker further came and nullified the arguments of the opening when he or she presented so and so stats. She further supplemented his argument by stating and therefore again nullified the point. All in all, we as a team stand for the topic women bosses are better than men bosses. And with this, I rest my case. Over to the debate moderator. Simple formula and always a winning formula. Don't do lot of experimentations, but 2 minutes is all you are going to get. So be well prepared. Do not introduce new points. This is often observed in contest. You may come across a point where the closing speaker starts as an opening speaker. How many of you have experienced this? If you're a judge, you will definitely come across, you must have experienced this. They come up with their own points that why they, it's like, I want to talk on this topic. I want to present my views on this topic. My opening speaker, my rebuttal speaker, it's okay. But I need to also share my points, 1 or 2 points. So they introduce new points. And if the judges, I repeat, if the judges have not heard these points in the opening speaker or in the rebuttal speaker's arguments, you stand to lose. This is a mandatory requirement for the judges, and the chief judge will emphasize to the judges judging panel, please do not encourage new points. Please be careful on this point. And as I said, 2 minutes, you come back and you state your team's position that, oh, we stand for the topic, and over back to the debate moderator. Content, 70 marks is given to content, which consists of 30 marks is for structure, organization, and material. And I already explained to you. 30 marks means you open, you have a nice body, you have a summation, you have some examples, you have facts, you have statistics. 20 marks, ideas, something new, most importantly conviction. And you should make sure the audience feels that yes, I firmly, my thought process has slightly changed because what this gentleman or the gentle lady has presented really makes sense. It has logic and these ideas are something different. And that's why I said the opening speaker, if you can speak of your personal examples, that is very hard to rebut. Last 20 marks, team coordination. And this is where if I'm the chief judge, I will tell my entire judging panel, please don't mark this 20 marks until and unless both the closing speakers have finished. And why do I say so? Because debate is a teamwork. The opening speaker, the rebuttal, and the closing speaker must be in sync. So as a judge, they are to analyze whether the three of them were in sync. Did they stand together for the topic, or they stood whatever it is or against the topic, but were they effective as a team? This is what I always tell my judging panel. We understand where as a team did they present their arguments well. So effectiveness is 20 marks. So content is 70 marks. Delivery is 30 marks. Voice, you can use all our pathways experience, voice modulation, manner, directness and enthusiasm. Be direct, have clear clarity in whatever you talk. And 10 marks are given for word selection, pronunciation, quotes. If you're using any quote, please make sure give the source. Just don't say attitude is a small thing which makes a huge difference. Kindly rephrase is that the late Prime Minister Sir Winston Churchill has said beautifully. He said, attitude is a small thing which makes a huge difference. So you see, Sir Winston Churchill. So this argument will be very impossible for the rebuttal speaker of the opposition team to rebut. So word selection, quotes, dash, strategy, all add value to your presentation. So 70 marks content, 30 marks are for delivery. And these are some helpful tips I want to share with you based on my personal experience. The first impressions create lasting impressions. The first 20 seconds, the voice modulation, the way you stand at the podium and the body, the stand tall, your dressing, everything. I remember in that ICTC where we participated, we had BETM, Business Excellence Toastmaster Club, presented. The three gentlemen, I still remember, I think it was Samir Chowgle, Noor Noorani, and the third one, Prashant, if I'm not mistaken. All three came black suit, black shirt, full black top to bottom, and they looked to, in the audience as a team. And when they stood up on stage, when they sat on stage, they represented a team. The first impression, oh my God, it was really good. So first impressions also when you present is going to create a lasting impression. Now, just for 3 and 2, can anybody unmute and tell me exactly what I mean by just for 3 and 2? Anybody, please. What I mean by just for 3 and 2.
Three and two minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
remember 3 minutes for opening speaker and 2 minutes for closing speaker.
Okay. You're right, but anybody else would like to add anything?
Uh, 3 valid points during opening and during conclusion, any 2 points to conclude with.
No, it's not. Anybody else would like to add? Just for 3 and 2. Okay, I'll just share with you. This is a typical. See, what happens is women bosses are better than male bosses. I just mentioned. Take this example. But if Toastmaster Prasad is a debater in one team and he believes that male bosses are better than women bosses, that's his belief and he has grown up with it. Everything, it is in mind. He cannot accept that women bosses are better than male bosses. What happens at the debate? Will he be convincing when he talks? No, the voice will not come. He will not feel what he's talking. So, as a debater, just for the 3 minutes or 2 minutes, you just forget about everything. Believe me, you just forget about everything. Just believe in the topic and what you stand for. The topic is given. Are you against it? Are you for it? And just build your arguments only for the 3 minutes, 2 minutes. After your debate is over, you may have a different expression about the topic. That's fine. But during the debate, and I'm telling you, it's very, very important. If you are, going to speak from the heart, you have to be convincing. And for the 3 minutes, forget about everything. For 2 minutes, you just believe on the topic what is given to you and share your experiences. Very, very difficult, but if you are able to evoke humor in from the audience, it will really, really help you to win the orbit. It relaxes you. It makes the audience very happy, and once people start laughing, there is ripple effect created. And I believe this is very, very important. You try to evoke humor in the audience, but respect. no direct attack on it. We are having a debate contest where we believe our core value is respect, integrity, service, and excellence. So you have in a very, very encouraging atmosphere. So humor is good. Keep it clean and inoffensive. Lastly, teamwork is the key to success. As I said, three speakers would already be talking together on one topic. So teamwork is the key to success. And dear audience members, I would just want to wrap up by saying that uh, let me just share with you what I believe debate really represent. I believe debating is not about winning arguments. It's not about delivering powerful speeches. It is about expressing ideas that matter. It is listening with intent and finding common ground even in the face of agreement. So it's all about connection. It's connection with your team members, connection with the audience, and even your opponents. Believe me, your opponents also will respect you when you present it well. And when it teaches us resilience, when we are faced with tough questions, it teaches us humility when we realize that we don't have the answers, and it gives the courage to speak for what we truly believe. Dear Toastmasters, debate is an opportunity to grow, to challenge yourself, and leave a lasting impression. Division A is going to organize the debate competition. I encourage whoever possible, wherever you can, just participate. It will polish and hone your skills, and you will be a better speaker and communicator. Thank you, Division A. Thank you, Toastmaster Prasad, for the wonderful coordination. Thank you, our division director. We call him Dad, Division A Director, DAD. So he's our dad, Kaushik. Thank you for the invite, and I wish I back Toastmaster Prasad back to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, DTM Nelson, for that wonderful uh, enlightening session. I hope all the participants today have enlightened their skills on the debating. Thank you so much. Before we move, I'd like to just uh, acknowledge the presence of our District 127 Director, DTM Abdul Sattar. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Before you would like to take any questions from in any of the audience? So it looked like all the participants don't have any doubts. They are all set to debate.
Toastmaster Prasad, I do have a question, please.
Yeah, please. Please go ahead.
Good evening, DTM Nelson. What is the role of definitely we have in the past we have done that. What is the role of the fourth speaker? We do have substitute speakers, yeah, in case.
In case I will request Toastmaster Kaushik to kindly or Toastmaster Prasad to answer because fourth speaker, the backup speaker is something the division is going to announce. So I'll request Toastmaster Prasad or Toastmaster Kaushik to answer.
Yes, DTM Sujil, can you please clarify? I mean, fourth speaker.
Yes, we do have a backup speaker. So
okay.
how do you? What is his role and how he can help the team as such?
I think we are chatting out the rules and all. Before the contest, we will circulate to everyone, whosoever is going to participate.
Okay.
In the past, I can share an experience, DTM Sujil, is when we had ICTC, even in Division J, everybody is like the fourth speaker is part of the team in the preparation. But just before the debate contest, the team has to give the names to the moderator. This is the opening speaker, the rebuttal, and the closing speaker. The speaking order must be given to the debate moderator. Once this name is given, then there is no changes in it. That is my take on it. But then I'll leave it to the Division A core team to come. But what I know is he or she will be part of the preparation. That's fine. But
Yeah,
once
not in the
the
speaking.
speaking order is given to the debate moderator, then there is no changes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. DT mentioned one more point. Does props have any role in debates?
Does?
Props.
Yeah, it's see, props can add value definitely, because we cannot stop anybody to bring. For example, there is a topic: cigarette smoking is injurious to health. That person removes a prop from the pocket and shows a cigarette and makes a value. That's fine. So props are very, very, it's adds value, and it's up to the debate team.
Thank you
So,
very much.
Master Kaushik, you can add to it
Yes.
what I said.
Anything you use, your statistics, your pops or whatever, it depends how you are carrying that. If you can get benefit out of it, definitely it is helpful.
Thank you very much.
DTM Nelson, I have one question, which I have faced a lot of issues in previous debates. You have emphasized a lot on personal examples, that very substantial and very much evident. But the rebuttal speaker on the other side, they always say that this is your personal opinion, or this is your personal example. This doesn't testify actually what you are saying about. So, how to handle that? Because you are going to give your personal examples, and they're certainly going to rebut that this is your personal opinion or your personal thinkings. So, is it fine to give still easy to give the example, personal example?
It very clearly, to me, it would only show that the rebuttal speaker cannot rebut. That's why he or she just says that, the personal is that's your personal opinion. But if an opening speaker is presenting point with substantial evidence, a personal example for 45 or 50 seconds, 1 point or 50 seconds, that itself shows that he or she has presented with conviction. But the rebuttal speaker, if I talk something of my life story, what I went for a Toastmaster meeting and I use it in a debate, how can you rebut what I say? You cannot say that you are stupid. You are, it cannot be true. But as a rebuttal speaker, we may just say, oh, that's your personal experience, because he or she has to speak, okay, during the rebut. But I assure you something, the judges are very knowledgeable, they are very educated, and I'm sure Toastmaster, our division director, will ensure we have yeah, an elite panel of judges. They understand from experience that, this is just, passing phase, and also, and the chief judge will ensure that he gives a wonderful briefing to the judging panel. That's very important. The chief judge plays a very, very, very crucial role in debates. So I feel judges are more educated. It's okay if they say, because they have to say something. I hope that answers your point.
I
Thank you
think,
very much, sir. Thank you
I
very much,
think,
sir.
I think, I mean, when you get this, put this personal points to get the benefit, you need to present it in a credible way.
Correct.
Unless it is really credible to the judges, you don't carry the point. No. Somebody can always come and say it is your own perspective and it doesn't match with the real or something like that. So you have to present it in a credible way so that judges rely on your point of view, not the rebuttal speaker or something like that. I mean,
And just to
I
add to
think
it, you have to be their personal example should be connected to the topic of under discussion. That's the most important thing. So to get an example which links to the topic is something we have to work on.
okay.
Yeah. Any more doubts or questions about debate or the upcoming contest? Hearing none, I think all are set for the upcoming contest now. So before we end, I'd like to just give my thanks to all the uh, ad- attendees who are here. Special thanks to the 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 division core team, including all the area directors and the club members of division, and all the members who are here from the other divisions, and special thanks to our Sergeant at Arms Sunita Mascarenas, and our presenter DTM Nelson Meneses. Thank you so much for giving your time. And before we end, I would like to have a few views from our district director, DTM Satar.
Good evening, past Executive Director E.T.M. Nelson and PQD and past PQD, and the division director, the area director, all the members in the present in the session. It was a wonderful session. I also enjoyed lots of points, especially those extra points, extra questions that comes up after every discussion. It had lots of value. Thank you, division, for taking up the lead and conducting this session. Looking forward to more and more sessions from you to add value to the members' experience. Thank you very much. Over to you, Prasad.
Thank you so much. And now may I have a few words from our district PQD, DTM Dr. Muniba. You're mute.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prasad, and nice to be here. Nice to listen to DTM Nelson. I love listening to him, and because he gives me that energy. Now I feel like I can even fix anything. I can debate and be the best of the best. Even I can debate with Arnab Goswami. That's the kind of feeling I get after listening to any session from DTM Nelson. Thank you. I loved being here this day. And over to you, Toastmaster Prasad.
Thank you so much. Now, can we have a few words from our past district PQD, DTM Sujit? You're mute.
Good evening, everyone, district leaders and all the respected leaders in the house and the members. I'm an DTM Nelson. Well, 10 on 10 for the presentation, DTM Nelson. I mean, this is the way we need to be. The leaders, they show the way. Examples, setting examples. And we have learned a lot. Let us do that in future as well, so that we all aspire to be better leaders, better communicators, and better debaters as well. And Division A, kudos to you for organizing such a wonderful, wonderful event. Best wishes to all of you. Back to you. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you so much. And anybody else would like to add any words? Paranjit, Edi Raja, or anyone?
I think the way William Nelson has explained it in a very composed way, and it was very much easily learnable, very much learned. And the first time I learned this point 3,3,2. I think that is very important, and most of the time, because of our own perceptions, we go along with that perception. That is very important to keep in mind for going into the debate. Thank you very much for sharing that wonderful other points also. That is a new takeaway for me today.
Thank you, Edi Paramji. As I said, that is my personal example as a chief judge, as a judge. I've seen debaters, they are reluctant to talk on a particular topic, and we have to forget everything, just for the 3 minutes. Dr. Satar, do you agree? Sometimes we are forced to talk something which is our belief.
Against our wish.
I have one example.
Same.
Please.
Sorry, sir. No, I attended one of the speech contests, and the speaker was speaking about smoking. He was talking about he is a very, very bad chronic smoker. And then he said he stopped smoking and all that. After the end of the session, I went and asked him, when did you quit smoking? I never smoked. that happens. So in some scenarios, you will have to say something, you end up saying something that you actually don't agree.
Yeah.
What do you say? Sorry, sir, Paranjit sir. Sorry to interrupt you.
Absolutely fine, sir. I think we had one debate on what Mr. Nelson was already saying. The bosses about the women bosses are better than the men. And the chief judge, even the chief judge at the last told, I am with the team winning, but I'm still with the woman. So she couldn't leave that behind, and she said, "Okay, we fine, but I am still with the woman." So our personal perceptions come in. Very difficult to do that.
It all depends how you present it, not what you believe. Debate is that
not
only.
what you believe, how you present it.
Yeah. And I think the way DTM Nelson presented today, I attended many education session and debate before, but it was not a very bookish and formal presentation. I mean, generally people come and present in a very bookish and formal way, but the way, the interactive way you presented and you explained your personal experience and you asked questions, you made it very interactive. So I think that made it further better.
Thank you, Didi. Thank you. Can you have a group picture?
Yeah. I was. Yeah. Can we have all the cameras on? Yes.
Toastmaster Sunita all set to debate. Start at home tonight.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Thank you so much for everyone's present. I just hand over to our revision director for the closing.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Prasad, for taking all the pain to arrange this. You did a very good job. I mean, of course, the audience is not what you expected, but you did your part. You advertised, you got the request from some members of the district, I mean, the division and some area. And you took even the date and they all suggested this kind of date, and then unfortunately some of them could not join today, but yes, you can always share the presentation to all of you. Kudos to you and your team for this, and I think the same way we'll arrange the contest and we'll make it really successful. And I thank everyone, Dr. Satar, District Director, Dr. Muniba, DTM Sujil, and all the area directors and other members who joined. Thank you for making this session a very successful. It is not always very difficult to arrange one session, but it makes us more encouraged to arrange all these sessions. When we see the audience, number of audience, it was not very bad, it was 20, but it was not very good also. Hopefully we'll get this better next time. We need to maybe more advertising this before we go for it. And that's it. Thanks a lot again, DTM Nelson, for this presentation, and we ensure that we'll keep bothering you again and again. So always you give a good session, you are called again and again. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. See you all. Good night. Thank you.
Good night. Good night.
We are not debating anymore. Finished.
It's done for the day.
Debating does not work in family issues. I mean, do not try this.